Look at this Nortec. This thing's nice, 39 Nortec. What's up everybody and welcome. Today we are at Marker 1 Marina. In the background there you can see our boat is right there. They just got it down on the rack for us here. So that is a 336 Grady White Canyon. So let's go jump on and see what we're doing. Well, that's pretty cool. The customer put custom sea deck down on everything here. So we're actually not here to diagnose anything. This boat has just been waiting for parts. Parts are getting hard to come by now, depending on certain things. The demand for the marine industry is really high right now. So let me show you what we're doing. We're gonna replace our tower speakers up here. I don't know what happened here, but we have a new windlass. These are hard to come by right now. And last, we're gonna mount this E-perb for the guy. All right, so if you look back, I got windlass videos, replacing those, and speaker videos. That's all normal stuff. But I don't have any videos on this E-perb. So let me show you that. So we always use the ACR here. This is just what we end up with because we know it works. If anybody asks about one of these E-perbs, we always go with this one. You can open this up here. So these things are made to release by themselves and float away if something happens. Yeah, it's called a hydrostatic release. All right, so they actually make them yellow so they can be seen easier. That's, I guess, the easiest color to see when it's floating in the water. These things are also waterproof up to 33 feet below the surface. They have a 10-year battery, and the battery life, when it activates, is 48 hours. Another cool thing about this, the Global Fix version of it here, it actually looks for satellites to send the signal to, so no matter where you're at in the world, it will reach a satellite, and then it shoots it from the satellite to the emergency, whatever the closest Coast Guard or wherever it might be, so they know where you're at. So I talked to the customer, and on the port side of the boat, right next to the fire extinguisher, that's where we're going to put this E-perb. Well, enough about that. Let me get this installed, throw some new speakers in it. We'll get that windlass changed, and I'll be right back. All right, we got our new windlass installed here. Let's see if it works. Lock it down. Alright, so right next to our fire extinguisher, we got our E-perb mounted. I even found a spot to put our instructions. Alright, we got our old speakers right here. We got our brand new ones in. Alright, so this boat's all done. I can tell them to put it back in the barn. We got one more thing to do before we go. Secret. So we gotta sneak inside the barn here. Let me show you what we're doing. This is the 38 SAV from a couple episodes ago. Alright, so let's jump on here. We got everything turned on. You open up our fridge. A little white piece right there. It's missing on that side. So I got one right here. Give it a little push and you're good. I've been waiting for that part, so that's actually the only thing we're doing to this boat. Now we have to go to Bel Air, so let's just cut right to it. Well, hey there. Now we're in Bel Air. Look at that view behind us here. It's awesome. Well, this is an older 307 Grady White. I think it's actually about 7 years old now. Let me get it down and lift here. We'll jump in and see what's going on. All right, so our only complaint here is that the batteries won't stay charged. So let's open it up and check it out. All right, so inside of our hole, we have 4 batteries. It's actually only 2 batteries. What they do is join these together. So that's one bank. Same thing on this side, one bank. All right, so right now we're on the port bank and we have 11.9 volts. That's not good. Now we're on our starboard bank here and we have 0 volts. So it looks like it's time to swap out 4 batteries when it's 145 degrees out. Well, let me go to the truck and get them. All right, thankful for our handy wagon there. We got our batteries in the boat here. Just like everything else, these batteries and those batteries are actually different sizes. So I'm gonna put one of each of these on each side and one of each of those. Kind of just like everything else right now, it's hard to get parts for stuff, so we're gonna use what we have, that way this boat's operational. So first, let me get these batteries out of here. All right, so we got 2 new batteries on our port side here. But before we put our connections back on, anytime you see any kind of green or any corrosion or just in general, clean all this off before you put it back together. I just use a wire brush, and then when I put it all back together, I just throw some grease on it. All right, so we got one bank done here. We got it clean and greased, some grease on there. Now let me get the starboard side done here. All right, now we got both sides all done here. We should be able to turn it on each bank. See if everything works, push some buttons. You hear that? See our lights coming on here. There we go, hardtop lights. Hey, we got power. All right, so we're back up and running here. But the next thing we gotta do is check the shore power cord. We'll make sure our battery charger's working, that way these batteries don't die on them again. All right, so our shore power's on. I got a green light. Looks like a little gauge is burned out here. I'll turn the battery charger on. We'll see if it works. All right, I can hear the battery charger running. It's actually right there. So let's check our port side first. 13.4, that means that side's charging. And over on this side we have 13.4. Well, looks like everything is good here. I've had enough fun for today. I'm gonna clean up my mess here. I'll leave the shore power plugged in so the batteries can stay up. I'm gonna call it a day. Tomorrow is Friday. I'll see you then. Oh wait, one more thing before I go. I've been getting a lot of comments about Oscar because I'm still driving Brutus here. And funny enough, the dealership said they're waiting on one part to fix the underneath part of it. Whatever happened, something got bent. The alignment was off right after it got hit. They said it could be 2 days or 6 weeks, so guess we'll find out. Fingers crossed.